we're gonna start and we're gonna work the bottom line. It is tax season and we feel the surge into tax season, so it seems like an ideal time to start with the bottom line. The bottom line in this case will be your booty, because as you know, there is a balance between the booty and the abs. So when you start losing your booty and you start reversing the function on the booty and the booty begins to stabilize, the abs let go and create a lot of motion. So what we're gonna do is stabilize the abs and move from the booty today as we do our booty work and bottom line work at the start of the tax season. Okay? So we shall begin by first opening up the musculature of the calf, because you can't access the calves because we call it the big three. The calves, the quad, and the butt work together to create propulsion in the body. So the calves, the quad, and the butt is what launches us forward in motion. And so they get tight together because they work together. And that's what a good team does, is it gets tight together. But we also have to learn how to loosen up that tightness in the team and get things to work properly. So we're going to start out by stretching out the calf by putting the block under the ball of your left foot. Wolfie went into her little honeycomb. You're going to drop your heel down. Your feet are going to be parallel. Your abs are nice and tight. Your shoulder blades are down and back. You're going to suck in your tummy. This being one of the most important parts is keeping those abs engaged. It's like, remove the splinter from my shirt. Ouch. Suck in that tummy. Suck, 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 suck in that tummy. Shoulder blades go down and back. Now let's get your head over the top of your pelvic floor as we pump our hips forward from our abs and not from our butt. We're lengthening the calf, or the gastrocnemius, and in doing so, this should make it easier for you to draw your shoulder blades down and back, because you're finding out good posture comes from balance of musculature. So drawing those shoulder blades down and back as you're stretching out that calf really begins the process of getting you into that upright position. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. And we're just pumping those hips forward. Feeling what it feels like to open up that calf muscle. Keeping your abs engaged, we're going to break it into a hip circle. Try not to move your head. It'll move a little bit, but the majority work is coming from your hips as you're now stretching out that calf muscle in different dimensions. Smiles are up. Abs are nice and tight. Opposite direction. This also gives you a chance to warm up your back. You can now see how many back problems are caused by tightness in the calves or imbalance of the musculature of the calves. Okay, abs stay engaged. Is that 10? Abs stay engaged. We're just going to swing this leg. Swing, 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 swing. Chest up, hips forward. I know you're going to want to stick out your butt and lean. I want you to keep your chest up. Swing that leg. Keep breathing.
10.
Okay, now we're going to switch sides. We're just loosening everything up to start out with. Calf goes down. Feel the lengthening of this calf. Notice if one side's tighter than the other. Abs are nice and tight. Keep those feet parallel, knees turned out. Suck in your tummy. First, second, third chakras are on. Head is over the top of your pelvic floor as you now pump your hips forward. Keep those shoulder blades down and back. Suck in that tummy. Keep breathing. Just really more lengthen that gastrocnemius. You see its involvement in your back and your shoulders. Right now you shouldn't feel it at all in your back. Hip circles. If you feel it in your back, it means you need to tighten your abs. If you feel it in your knees, tighten your quads. Chest up, shoulder blades down and back. Smiles are up.
Okay.
Opposite direction. Keep those abs engaged. Smiles are up. Okay, keep those hips forward, abs nice and tight. You're gonna swing this leg. If you do so, it stretches out your calf. Keep your foot parallel as it swings forward and backwards, especially when it's back behind you. It's easy to turn it out. Don't turn it out. Move from the hip and not from the knees. Okay, good. We're gonna switch back again. Chest is up, shoulder blades are down and back. We're gonna bend the knees now. We're going after the soleus. Make sure the knees are over the tops of your feet. You're sucking in your tummy. You're just gonna give yourself a micro squat and come back up. You're gonna squat down and come back up. Keep your abs engaged. You're using your butt, pelvic floor, lower abs, upper abs. Squeeze those shoulder blades down and back so you're not rounding your spine. You should feel absolutely no pressure in your low back. If you feel excessive pressure in your ankle, tighten up your calf. Seems odd since we're trying to lengthen the calf, but it still has to stabilize. Abs are nice and tight, stay low. Suck in your tummy, you're gonna bring your knee to your chest and back down. Time under tension means you don't move your head like I started out doing. Keep both knees bent. Keep those abs engaged, suck in that tummy. Okay, we're gonna switch sides. We're gonna bend both knees, keep the feet parallel, knees over the tops of your feet. Hips are pushed back, shoulder blades are down and back, abs nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Forgot, oh yes, we're squatting.
Micro squats.
Micro squats, suck in that tummy, no rounding your spine. Bend those knees, make sure those knees bend. Keep breathing. Okay, and staying in this position, knees are turned out, abs are nice and tight. You're gonna lift and lower. Try not to move the head a whole lot. Keep breathing, abs are engaged, hold that balance.
10.
Okay, good. We come back to the original side. We're gonna put the block aside, we're gonna use it again later, but right now we're not. Maria says we have been in great neglect of our bottom line, so we're gonna work on the bottom line. Take your left foot back behind you, front knee is bent, knees over the top of your foot. Abs are nice and tight. We're gonna do our sit-ups first. You can keep your hand on your thigh as you suck in your tummy and then release. Suck in your tummy and release. You're trying to make it concave. Really draw it in. Keep the front knee bent. Keep your eyes up.
10.
Okay, here we go. The first set we're gonna do, we're gonna take our right hand back behind you. You're gonna use a roller. This will help you with your form. Abs are nice and tight. You're gonna lean forward, lean, 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 lean. Keep your spine very straight. Reach as far forward as you can, and then come back up. Keep the work in your booty. You should not feel this in your knee. You should not feel it in your ankle or your low back or your neck, because we're working muscles and not joints. Right foot is forward, left foot is back. Suck in your tummy. Deep, long lunges with a straight spine. Suck in that tummy. Remember, your first chakra is your pelvic floor. Your second chakra is your lower abs. Third chakra is your upper abs. You want to keep all of those stabilized. Keep breathing. There's no cracking and popping in any joint because we're stabilizing everything because it's time under tension.
10.
And that means no work in joints. Stay forward, abs are nice and tight. Suck in your tummy. You're gonna lift and lower that rear leg. It's gonna always go back to the same spot. Your head doesn't move. Keep leaning forward, keep that arm reaching. Smiles are up.
10.
Okay, foot back down again. Abs are nice and tight. Keep your arm reaching forward. Forward reach even more. Lower your left hip down. Keep that alignment, knee over the top of your foot. Watch it as you open up your hips. Keep your knee over the top of your foot. So you're gonna lower down your hip and lift up your hip. Keep breathing. Keep smiling. You're working your booty. Stay leaning over. That'll keep the work in your butt and not in your back. Use the muscles of your quad, use the muscles of your butt, your abs, and your lats. Keep breathing. What number is that?
8, 9, 10.
Good. We are going to switch sides. That was easy. Gillen said it was easy. So you're bending your front knee, your knees over top your foot, your rear legs back behind you. Push that right thigh back behind you even more. Hand goes on your knees. We start out with our sit-ups. Suck in your tummy, then release. The goal is to make your tummy concave. Remember, first chakra is your pelvic floor. You're trying to activate that. Second chakra is your lower abs. You're sucking your navel to your spine doing that. Third chakra is your upper abs. You're closing up your rib cage by activating your upper abs.
10.
Okay. With the roller out in front of you, you're going to reach away as you take your left hand back behind you. Reach. I'm going to move a little bit so you can see Maria. Look how far Maria is reaching. I want you to reach that far. Suck in that tummy. I'm going to angle a little bit. There we go. Watch the alignment. Knee over the top of your foot. Straight spine. You shouldn't feel this in your neck. You shouldn't feel it in your low back, your knees, or your ankles. Is that 10? Mm-hmm. Okay, stay forward as you lift, lower that rear heel. Smiles are up. Your head's not moving. Suck in that tummy. Ab engagement is what creates this stability. Okay, foot back down again. I'm gonna move this roller. Whoa. Don't push me. You're gonna stay leaning forward. You're still leaning forward. You're gonna lower your hip down and then bring your hip up. Keep your abs engaged. You should be working this left booty cheek primarily. Watch the alignment and knee over the top of your foot, especially in that open position. Suck in that tummy. What number is that?
7.
No work in your low back. If you feel this in your low back, you've accidentally used your low back. 10, right?
10.
Okay, good. Come back onto 2 feet. You know what I'm gonna do?
You're recording, right?
Yes, I have recorded today. I'm gonna pull this over a little bit to give you more space. Okay. We're going back into our position again. Left leg is back behind you, front knee is bent. Abs are nice and tight. Watch the alignment, knee over top of your foot. Abs are engaged. Okay? We're gonna do our basic now. Hands are in the stick 'em up position. We're gonna do our sit-ups. We'll wait for Maria. Keep your head tucked in, abs are engaged, butt sticking out. No pressure in your low back or your knee. You're gonna bring your left elbow to your right knee, and then you're coming back up again. Suck in that tummy. This is as much a sit-up as it is a right butt cheek workout. This is contralateral. What number is this?
5.
Is that 6?
Mm-hmm.
I'll only do 8.
Why?
Okay. What number are we on then?
8.
I knew that. What number are we on?
10.
Okay, we're gonna switch sides.
8. What kind of number is that?
It's a nice round number. Abs are nice and tight, knees over the top of your foot. Suck in your tummy. Here we go, stick 'em up position. We're gonna bring our elbow to our knee. Keep breathing. You should feel no work in your back. If you feel it in your back, you need to tighten your abs. You should feel no pressure in your knees. If you feel it in your knees, tighten your quads and your hamstrings. You feel it in your ankle, tighten up your calf muscle. Suck in that tummy.
It's 8. 10.
I got one more. Okay. All right, switch to the sides. Okay, you can hold on to your roller. You're gonna take your roller as far out as you possibly can. Chest goes up, abs go on, works into your right butt cheek. Front knee is bent, knees over top of your foot. You're gonna lift your leg up off the ground, then you're gonna bend it behind you, straighten it, and put it back down. Your head doesn't move. We're going through the motions of running, which we often lose over a lifetime. You should feel the work in your right booty cheek. Lift, bend, straighten, down, lift up, bend, straighten, lower down. Don't let your hips open up, they're staying level. Just like if you ran.
10.
Good. Now we're gonna catch our contralateral motion. Hands in the stick 'em up, or sorry, homolateral motion. You're gonna bring the same side, right elbow to right knee, and then you're gonna come back up again. That's why we were gonna only do 8. We were gonna do both sides. But now we're doing 10. Suck in your tummy. Keep your abs engaged. This is a homolateral motion, so it's easy to cheat it out of your abs. Keep it in your abs. Suck in that tummy, stabilize your abs. Time under tension means you're using muscles and not joints. No pressure in your neck.
That's 9.
Thank you.
10.
Very nice, everyone. Switch sides. Ooh, my butt's a quivering. Legs back behind you, knees over top of your foot. Okay, take the roller out to as far as this position. You're gonna lift your leg up, bend it, straighten it, lower back down in the same spot. Don't move your head. And down. Lift it up, bend your leg, straighten your leg, lower it back down. Oops. Up, bend, straighten, down. Up, bend, straighten, down. Abs are nice and tight. Suck in that tummy. Okay, good. From this position now, we're gonna do our homolateral motion.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Hands are in, stick them up. You're bringing your left elbow to your left knee. Suck in your tummy. Homolateral motion is very easy to turn off your abs. We wanna stay working our butt and stabilizing our abs. No pressure into your low back. Keep breathing. Keep smiling. What number?
5.
Oh,
Belly in.
belly in. She's telling you guys. Not me. What number?
10.
Yay. Good. You should feel your butt. It should feel kind of shaky as we go into feet parallel and hip circles. See what it's like to get your head over the top of your pelvic floor. Not that it's moving with your pelvic floor.
9, 10.
Opposite direction. Great.
10.
10. Okay, we're gonna work the hip muscles. First, we're gonna work the abductors. Abs are nice and tight, chest is up, shoulder blades are down and back. Your right foot is out in front of you, off of the ground. We're gonna just pump it across midline. You're squeezing your legs together. This is using the abductor muscles on the inside of the legs. You're breathing.
Abs in.
Keep those abs in. She's talking to you guys. You should have noticed her face was facing the camera. And then take it back behind you. Cross midline. Squeeze that leg, those legs together. Chest up. Good. We'll switch sides. Leg across midline. You're squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. Use that adductor. It's a powerful muscle. It's what creates the 4 diamonds, they say, that happen between your legs. Or 3 diamonds. I say 4. I think there's a 4th one. Suck in your tummy.
20.
Okay, back behind you. This is going to be the easiest one we do, so we're going to do a little bit more of this. Okay. Again, with your right leg across midline, only you're going to bend and straighten. It's like you're flicking the ground. You should recognize this if you've ever done tango. Argentine tango. Keep your abs engaged. This is working the adductor and the hamstring. Keep your abs engaged. This is easy, so I want you to work hard. Keep those shoulders level, abs on. A number? Should be 10.
13, 14.
I knew that.
15, 17, 18, 19, and 20.
Okay, take your leg back behind you. You're going to do the same thing. Bend and straighten. Across midline though. Keep your abs engaged. Your butt should be working too. Chest up, chest open. This will help you with your river dancing. Cross midline, Annie. Bring that other knee almost behind the knee behind knee, but keep your chest and hips square. Number? Abs?
15.
Oh my goodness. Knee behind knee, hips are square.
20.
And good. Switch sides. Okay. Okay, knees across midline, bend and straighten. For the most part, your left knee doesn't move side to side. It just stays right in front of that right knee. Abs are engaged. What number?
15.
Oh my God. Chest up, abs on, shoulders square.
20.
Okay, back behind you. Knee behind knee. Square out your hips first. So you guys have a little problems with that. Shoulders are square, and then you're going to bend and straighten your leg. So see how my right knee is eclipsing out my left knee? Keep your hips square, chest forward, shoulders level. Abs nice and tight. You're squeezing your adductors. What number are we on?
12.
I would have gone for 10.
$18, 19, and 20.
Okay, good. Yeah, give those hips a little jiggle out. Okay. We're gonna bend. We're only doing 10 of these. We're gonna bend the right knee. We're gonna bring it to the level of your hip. You're gonna straighten your leg, back down, all the way to the ground. Knee up, straighten your leg, and back down. Keep the left leg straight. What number is that?
4.
Abs. I should have said 8.
5.
Independent motions, hip, then knee, then knee, then hip.
10.
Okay, switch sides. Okay, knee goes up, leg goes straight, leg goes bent, it goes back down. Abs are nice and tight. Notice if one side's easier than the other. It's gonna keep you out of one heck of a lot of trouble. It's when we try to do these together, it becomes a very sloppy motion that has to go to a predictable height. The way we're doing it now, it can go to any height and it can protect you. So if you're falling forward, you can get your leg up and extend, get your knee up and extend your leg. Okay.
Clearly it's easier on that side. You want to do more.
No, no more. I'll do 10 of these as much as I will regret it. Okay. Abs are nice and tight, shoulder blades are down and back. You're gonna take your leg out to the side. Oh, I'm gonna not line up with Maria or I'll end up side kicking her. Okay, and then you're gonna extend that leg out. 2 motions, 1, bring it back to midline, lower it down. Lift up, take it out to the side, bring it back to center, lower it down. This will require you to use your butt. It's okay if your left foot slightly turns out. Maria's not here, so I don't know what the count is. I'm guessing that's 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 movements, not 1. So knee up. Then hip rotates, leg extends. 9, 10. Okay, other side. Make sure you didn't use your neck. It's easy to use your neck on that one, okay? Oh, let me fix the little mat. All right, here we go. Up, out to the side, extend, back in, and down. Abs are engaged. Separate motions, hip, then knee, then hip, hip, knee, knee, hip. Not together. Keep breathing. What number is this?
9.
Balance, time under tension, use your core. No joints, we're using muscles.
10.
Okay, good. All right. You're gonna take that left leg back behind you. You're gonna lift it up, bend it, and then bring it back through and down. So it's a running motion. Back behind you, bend it, bring it back through and down. This is 3. It's like you're running. 4, 5, abs. 6, Maria thinks opening the doors is going to make it cooler here. It's not. 8.
Of course it will.
9. One more. 10. Okay, we'll do the other side. Come here, Maria, you can join us.
Here, you can go this way.
Like that? Okay. Okay, abs are nice and tight. Leg goes back behind you like you're running, bends, and then pulls through. You're breathing, you're keeping your abs engaged, no joint pain at all. This should be working your hamstrings and your butt, and keeping your abs engaged. Should be like you're skateboarding. Woo! Don't push me. 9.
8.
Okay, fine.
9. 10.
Okay, good. Now you should feel your booty. Feet are together, feet parallel. Hip circles. Smiles are up. Chest is up. Head's over the top of your pelvic floor, but not following it. And go in the opposite direction. Okay, feet remain parallel. Okay.
9, 10.
Okay, feet remain parallel. Abs are nice and tight. We're gonna do our little squats, but we want you to use your quads, your calves. Tighten up your pelvic floor, your abs. Close everything up, draw your shoulder blades down, heads over top of your pelvic floor as you do your micro squat here, and then come back up. You'll notice at the bottom, it's really easy to turn off your abs, and at the top, because it's really familiar, we want you to keep your abs on the whole time, like you're picking up a wheelbarrow that's really heavy and not necessarily balanced in its weight distribution. Keep breathing. Abs on, no low back, no knees. If you feel it in either of those, you're using the wrong part of your body. We're gonna stay low. Abs are nice and tight, sucking your tummy, hip circles. Don't move your head to move your hips. Sucking that tummy.
9, 10.
Opposite direction. Abs. No pain in your back. If you listen to your back, you need to tighten your abs. Okay, that's 10. All right. We're going to use that block we talked about. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Block is going to go under the ball of your left foot. Or, sorry, right foot. Just keep it the same. Sorry, right foot. Okay, you're going to bend your right knee. You're going to take your left foot back behind you. I got to breathe.
Sounds like the rubbish truck. Is it coming
Yay, it came. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking tummy. Shoulder blades are down and back. You're going to use a roller on this one. You're going to go as far forward as you can. Keep your abs engaged. No pain in your low back. Come back up. 1. Take your right arm back behind you to counterbalance. 2. Keep breathing. Keep your abs sucked in. You should feel this in your butt and your hamstring and not in your low back. What number we on?
8, 9, 10.
Okay, stay forward. Abs are nice and tight. You're gonna bend and straighten that rear leg. Put your foot down in the same place every time. Eyes up. Abs on. Okay, staying in this position, we're gonna bring our knee forward and then back down, same spot. So you're doing a low level run. Suck in that tummy. Bring that knee all the way forward to your chest. All the way to your chest, Kim. There you go.
10.
Good job. Switch sides. Okay. Knees over top of your foot, knees bent, abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. You're gonna use your roller. We're gonna lunge forward. Straight spine, abs are on, come back up. You should not feel any pain in any joints, including your low back, because we're working muscles. Anyone feel their butt yet? Nobody? Annie does? Okay, staying in this forward awkward position, abs are nice and tight. First, we're just gonna bend that rear leg. Bend it straighten. Always putting your foot back in the same spot. Keep breathing. Keep the front knee bent.
Good.
Okay, now we're gonna bring our knee to our chest and then back. Stay low. Keep it out of your neck. You should feel your butt. Abs are on.
10.
Okay. All right. Standing up once again, we are going to do hip circles. Notice if you're lightheaded, that's probably because you weren't breathing. And breathe. Opposite direction. Okay. Just to counter stretch now, your quad muscles, because that's part of the big three, calves, quad, and butt. You're gonna do that next. Abs are nice and tight. First, second, third chakras are on. You're sucking in your tummy. Head is over the top of the block and it will stay there if you keep your abs on. Hips go side to side. Try to keep this knee over the top of your foot, not have it wag as well. This is all hip motion. So you can keep your knees stable while your hips are moving all over the place, and that's good to know. That way you never injure your knees. If your knees are hurting, it means your hips are your knees traveling with your hips. So we want to get out of that habit by keeping this knee still.
20.
Okay, push forward. Abs are nice and tight, same thing, side to side. Abs are engaged. Keep breathing. Suck in that tummy. Okay, staying in this position, your hands will go into stick them up. You're breathing. You're gonna lift your foot up off the ground and put it back down. This is time under tension, so your core stays on to keep your balance. Lift, hold, gently lower. Ooh. Abs are engaged. What number is that?
10.
Okay, good. Let's switch sides. I was going to go into an exercise, but that switch siding is a good thing. Abs are nice and tight, heads over the top of the block, abs engaged. If your abs are on, your head won't move. If your head's moving, it means your abs shut off. Try not to move the knee. Knee stays over the top of the foot for the most part. It'll move a little bit, but we don't want to see this going on. Because the knee doesn't like lateral movement. Just watch Monday Night Football.
20.
Okay, push the hips forward, and you will see how much the knee does not like lateral movement. Keep your abs engaged, core on, eyes up, smiles up. Okay, hands and stick them up. You're gonna lift, hold, gently lower. Time under tension, so you're using muscles in that joint. So if you feel this in your knee, your low back, or even your ankle, draw it into your core. Good. All right, we're gonna switch sides. We're only gonna do a few, no, we'll do 10 of these, but we'll not do the various permutations on this. Your toes are curled under, your abs are nice and tight. Okay, not really ready for this, but we're gonna lift 1 inch, that's all. 1 inch off the block, abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in your tummy, and now you're gonna hinge forward, come back up. The work should be in your butt, not your low back. If it's in your low back, tighten up your abs, straighten out your spine. Keep that knee low, don't let it raise up. Suck in that tummy. Breathing, knee stays low, smile stay up. Okay, and back down. Switch sides. Remember, 1 inch. Toes are curled under. Okay, here we go. 1 inch goes up. Abs are nice and tight. Suck in your tummy, you're hinging forward, coming back up. The work's now in your left butt cheek. This is why people stop wanting to run low, is they have to use these muscles. You'll feel it in your quad, in your butt. You should not feel it in your low back or your neck. Suck in that tummy. Keep that knee low. Keep breathing. Suck it in. Okay, lower back down. All right, we're coming to the ground. All right, we're gonna do our sit-ups. Your knees are bent, your toes are pointed. We're gonna lift up our knees up off the ground. Hands are back behind us as you do your sit-ups. Sucking in your tummy, drawing your shoulder blades down and back. Abs are nice and tight. Keep breathing.
10.
Very nice. Curl your toes under. Oh, stretch out your toes. If you feel excessive pressure in your metatarsal heads, push your heels back. Abs are nice and tight. You're gonna suck in your tummy. Keep breathing, suck it in. Shoulder blades down and back, suck in that tummy. Is it going in now? What number are we on?
9, 10.
Okay, we're gonna point our toes. Hands back behind you, suck in your tummy. Lift up those knees. This stretches out the tops of your feet, which prevent you from breaking your toes when you run them into the coffee table or furniture, legs of your bed, the door jamb. Shoulder blades down back.
10.
Okay, curl those toes under, remembering to push your heels back. Suck in your tummy. Okay. All right. Block goes down. Ball goes on top of a block. We'll do these first before we do Annabelle's little exercises. Let me make sure I got her name right. It's important, you know.
Ooh.
A little girl named Annabelle from California sent me a video of her doing an exercise she wanted me to teach in class.
What?
Yeah, I know. Is that crazy?
Where did she find you?
From Kathy. Let me see. Where is it? There it is. Let's see. Chicken. Oh, I know what is it. One more second. You guys are gonna get to rest.
Well, as we do this, we could engage the pelvic floor, squeeze, release, exhale, squeeze, and release.
Sorry, her name is Penny. We'll do Penny's exercises. Suck in your tummy. Suck it in. Suck it in. Suck it in. Okay, abs are nice and tight. Shoulder blades are down back. We're gonna bend this arm, okay? And I want you to externally rotate as much as you can. This is called supination. I want you to supinate until you're almost touching the wall out to side. You're now gonna push down with your left hand. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. Keep your abs engaged. And now we're gonna go our side to side motion. Keep breathing. Keep that supination going on as you're pulling your arm towards your head and then pushing it away with your left arm, keeping your arms level. Same thing on the opposite side. Externally rotate to an extreme, push down, shoulders level. We're twisting side to side. Abs are nice and tight. Keep breathing. We're working on the tone of the arms once again.
10.
Okay. This time your arm's gonna bend. It's gonna be out to your sides like your hands on the head of a very short person. And then you're gonna put your other hand on top of it, push it down. So you're lifting up and you're pushing down simultaneously. Abs are nice and tight. It's off center. And then you're gonna rotate your body. Suck in that tummy. We're just getting the different parts of the rotator cuff muscle.
10.
Okay, same thing on this side. Your arm's here. It's trying to externally rotate. You're pushing down, preventing it. Abs are nice and tight. You're off center once again. And you're twisting. Keep that pelvic floor on. Keep your abs on. I don't know where I got Annabelle from. Her name's Penny. Sorry, Penny.
10.
Okay, good. Move your head and neck around to see if you accidentally used your head and neck, because we don't want to use the head and neck. And then we're going to interlock our fingers. We're going to try to rip our arms apart. Okay? And you're just going to find the range of motion from the top to the bottom where it feels the most unstable or sore. Once you do, you're going to just wiggle into it, like mine's right here. And I'm going to wiggle into it. It's there. Maria's is higher over her head. Yes? Mm-hmm. We're going to hold that position and we're going to rotate left and right. So it depends on where your instability was or the pain was. You're having pain because of the instability, so this is why we're changing this. Keep your abs engaged. What number are we on?
10.
Okay, whoo, shake out those arms. Now we're gonna squeeze, same thing. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Keep those arms straight. Find that spot where it feels a little bit sore or unstable, like mine's right here. Abs are nice and tight, and now we're gonna twist. Or you can show great appreciation to someone and walk towards them doing this. Keep your abs engaged, suck in your tummy. Keep squeezing, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Don't lose that squeeze. Don't let that squeeze go into your neck.
10.
Good. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Now you're going to take your arms and you're just going to squeeze them against your body. Squeeze like you have two playing cards in between your armpits, or you have two sponges trying to soak up the sweat in your armpits. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Now turn your torso like you are Robbie the Robot. Keep breathing. Chest up.
10.
Good. All right. Now we're going to do our penny exercises. You're going to come off the ball momentarily, actually, and have a seat on top of a ball. You're going to put your block out in front of you because it's going to force you to work core stabilization. Your legs are going to go on top of the ball. Your abs are nice and tight. We're working core stabilization. Sucking your tummy, shoulder blades are down and back. And now that everyone's set, put your hands in the stick 'em up position. You're just going to balance. You're going to see that this is a lot.
Abs in.
Abs in. She's talking to you guys. Keep breathing. And rest. I'm going to move this a tiny bit closer. Okay, once again. And now we're going to paddle. We're going to paddle our canoe that's really unstable. It's more like a kayak. So you're going one side, then the other. Or you can do 5 on the side and switch. Whew. This is causing you to do contralateral work with core stabilization. Ugh.
Okay.
My boat sank. Okay, once again, in this position, your arms come to your sides. You're going to try to lift one leg and lower it back down. Lift the other leg, lower it back down. Whoa, a lot harder than it looks. Okay, you can put your hands on the ground and do this. Penny, we don't know how you did this.
Ten.
Okay, 10. Okay, now you're gonna slide off the ball. The ball goes in the small of your back. Watch out for the microphone. Okay, the ball's in the small of your back. Oh, you can put your feet on the block once again. We're gonna do pelvic pumps. So the ball's in the small of your back behind your navel. You're trying to get your butt to the ground, then your butt to the air. Abs are nice and tight. I want you to work on keeping your rib cage closed, and you're moving from your second chakra, not from clenching your butt. So keep your butt nice and relaxed. What number is that? Okay. Now take your right leg off the ground, keep it even with your left leg, and then continue to do those pelvic motions. You should feel your right hamstring kick in if you do this. Whoops, did I tell you to lift the wrong leg? Sorry. So the leg that's on the block, you should feel that hamstring. Switch sides. Suck in that tummy. So once again, you should feel this on the leg that's on the block in the hamstring. Good. Take the ball out from underneath your butt. Your feet stay on the block. Abs are nice and tight. Push your hips up once again. We're just going to lower your hips. Keep your abs engaged. Suck in that tummy. Nine. Yes?
8.
Oh.
9. 10.
Good job, everyone. Feet on the ground. Block goes in between your knees. Oops.
Skinny waist.
Skinny wise. You're going to squeeze the block. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. That'll turn on your adductors. Now activate your pelvic floor. Close up third chakra, your upper abs. Now we're going to do sit-ups using second chakra. Only you're not lifting anything off the ground. You're trying to get your spine flatter against the ground. And your belly button to your spine as it flattens against the ground. If you do this correctly, it should be a very hard sit-up. If you do it incorrectly, it feels like you're just clenching your butt. We're going to do 20 of these. Keep squeezing the block, like someone's trying to pull it out from in between your knees.
20.
Okay, good. Oh, straighten your legs. Same thing. Squeeze the block. Block. Hands are behind your head. You're doing your sit-up without lifting up, but you are sucking in your tummy. Make sure you're not clenching your butt. You're squeezing the block. Keep breathing. Suck in that tummy. What number?
16.
Oh my goodness. I think I've done like 42.
19. 20.
Okay, go ahead and take that block out. We're going to replace the ball underneath the sacrum. Knees go up into the air. Okay, we're just going to bend and straighten the legs. You're going for a little walk. This is non-weight bearing on the knees, so there should be no pressure in the knees, especially after everything we've done. we should be able to work the muscles and not the joints. Just get a feel for this. Keep your abs engaged. There's champagne glass on your belly, so there's no movement of your belly because you're stabilizing. And then we're going to take this up to a little jog. A Lani Kai jog, where people are out there basically walking, but looking like they're running. And then we're going to take it up to a trot. It's a little faster. Keep your abs engaged. This is about stretching out the knees and stabilizing with the abs. And then now we're going to go for a run. Go for a run. We're running now. Keep your abs engaged. Make sure you have clean knee motion. No pain in the knees. You should feel your quads working. And then gill and run very fast. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Go ahead, put your feet to the ground. Abs are nice and tight. You're going to cross your left ankle over your right knee, and then you're going to pull your heel to your butt. You could grab a hold of your knee and pull it in. So we're stretching out the third muscle group, calves, the quad, and the butt. This is stretching out the glute max. We're going to hang out here for a while, suck in your tummy. Shoulder blades are down the back, your head's against the ground. Your right knee is pushing into your ankle. Your hands are pulling everything in, just intensifying that stretch. You should feel nothing in your low back. If you feel low back pressure, it means you were stretching your low back instead of your left butt cheek. I want you to almost stick out your butt as you're pulling your knee to your chest. 5 more seconds. 1, and switch sides. You don't even have to get up. Same thing, pull your knee to your chest. You're using your left knee to drive your ankle into your chest. You're pulling in your knee to your chest. You're stretching out your right booty cheek with no pressure into your low back. If you feel pressure in your low back, stick out your butt and then pull your knee in. You are breathing. Abs are nice and tight. Keep breathing. And good. Let's go ahead and take these legs to the ground. You're going to stretch out what are called your hip flexors. As your legs go straight, you're just rocking your hips side to side. So you guys have done a lot. You have worked the booty, the bottom line, preparing you for tax season. And in working your bottom line, you've actually worked your abs. We did the penny exercises. Or we tried to, at least. She's stronger than we are. Okay, bend your knees, lift up your booty. We're going onto our roller now lengthwise. Make sure your butt's on the roller. Your head is going to be slightly off the end of the roller. Ironically, that's going to put you more over your pelvic floor. So your head's slightly, minorly into extension. Not much, just a little bit. So it's like if you've tied a ponytail off the back of your head, it's like you're not on top of your ponytail. Keep breathing. Feel what it feels like to have your feet parallel, knees over the tops of your feet. You're going to activate first chakra, your pelvic floor. Second chakra, your lower abs. Third chakra, your upper abs. Let me fix this before I forget. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, you are breathing and just connecting. You're feeling what it feels like to have activated your hips so much, connecting it into your cores, drawing it into your shoulders. Lastly, we're going to connect it deeply into our breath as you inhale and exhale. Notice as you're breathing, if you fall to the left or right, try to keep yourself balanced. Because without realizing it, you're doing that every breath you take. You guys stay on your rollers. I'm going to sit up to bring you home. Feel what it feels like to deeply breathe and connect. More and more the reality is becoming everyone's going to get COVID sooner or later. It's not something that we can avoid, it's something that's just going to happen. But more importantly, in the process of maintaining the body, we have to notice when we start feeling sickly and when we feel really good. A lot of times what we do is just ignore, and then wonder how we got sick. I want you to check in with your body and see how it actually feels. Is it tired? Is it fatigued? Does it feel good? Does it feel bad? Does it feel like it's been energized from all the exercises that we did and connected and neurologically connected as well? Feel everything that you're feeling to create an assessment. And that way you won't believe only that hanging around people make you sick, but it's listening to your body or not listening to your body that makes you sick. So here's the opportunity to listen to see how you're doing. See what your body says to you, because ultimately that is what's going to keep you healthy. Were you really exposed to something that can make you sick? Or are you just tired? So breathe. And once again, as we've mentioned, COVID is a disease of the upper respiratory system. So make sure you can breathe. Breathe in the good air, and then exhale out anything you don't need. Instead of being afraid, there is a lot you can do. Finally, connect it into your center and into meditation. And that is the ultimate way to take care of yourself. So on behalf of Maria and me, as always, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all you bring, your willingness and your openness and your play and your support. We so appreciate it. And namaste.
Namaste.